Hi. So what do we have? We have like Leo and Aquarius to do. I think that's all we have left. Let's do it. We have to shake for it. It's only fair. It's only fair. It's so hot in here. That's Cancer. We're good. Sag, we just did. Pisces has been done. Scorpio, we did. Gem, we did. Libra, we've done. Pisces. I know, right? Gem. Sag. Aquarius. It's Aquarius's turn. There you have it, folks. Looks like Leo's going last. I'm sorry. Okay, Aquarius, this is your turn. Anything you need to know will be in the description box of the video. I don't offer personal readings. This is the only place you can see them. Check out your rising moon and Venus sign. This is your love read for the remainder of July. Let's get started, shall we? We're going to do your song first. Quick and to the point. Yeah, no nonsense. No nonsense out of you, Aquarius. This is where you're at. No nonsense. No bullshit. You're calling bullshit on somebody. Calling bullshit on somebody. Most definitely calling bullshit on someone. Yeah. Calling somebody out on their bullshit. Because you're using logic. You might even be saying logic dictates that. You might actually be saying that. Oh yeah, I only have 2 social media accounts. One is on Facebook. One is on Instagram. They're my personal social media accounts. So I shouldn't be reaching out to you from any of those. So, you know, also that. Alright, let's figure out your stuff here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In love, what is the song that is relevant for you for the remainder of July? Let's do 30 days out. There's a card that's already flipped. I feel like it was already like that in the deck. So it's like your bonus song. So we'll just leave it right there and continue. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In love. Okay. We've got to choose songs for you. Alright, so your hidden song. Please, please, please let me get what I want by Muse. For once in my life, let me get what I want. Lord knows it'll be the last time. Yeah. Clumsy by Our Lady Peace. That's amazing. That's amazing. But that's your song. Yeah, there you go. You just have to listen to the song for this one. Yeah. Clumsy. Again, if you want to see it again. Clumsy by Our Lady Peace. I'll be waving my hand, watching you drown. Watching you scream. I'm touching them. Shadowscapes. Let's do it to it. Oh yeah, we can't do these yet. Sorry. Well, at least we know what deck we're going to use, yeah? We're going to do messages. I edged my deck. I think it looks pretty cool now. But these are messages from either the universe to you or to your person from you, and vice versa. Okay? On my left will be from you to said person, whatever person that you feel like And if you don't feel like talking about a specific person, you can always just, you know, let it be whatever. And then on this side over here is going to be the person that you're thinking about. Messages for them, messages from them to you. Okay. Oh, yeah. That always happens. Aquarius. Yeah, you're not wasting any time. You got no time for no bullshit. Very direct. I'm patiently waiting for something. I'm patiently waiting for something. The arrival of something. Messages for Aquarius. We got all three right there. Okay. Cool. On their side, one that's hidden. You're not hiding anything. You're super upfront. Just for the record, you're super upfront. They're not. One more. One more. Fuck no. We're not taking all those. But we will take this one. I'm gonna take this one. This one's very upfront. Somebody is not shy with you. They're not shy with you, and they tell you exactly what they're thinking. But they like to keep some of what, you know, they do. There is something that they're very declarative about. Or not. Strike that. Okay, on your side, Aquarius. First we have focus on the love you have, don't chase. You might actually be telling somebody to kick rocks in a very polite way. You're telling somebody else that you want to buy them diamonds. Clearly two different energies. And then, oh, you have secrets to tell. Secrets to tell somebody. Or could these be inner secrets that you have to share? Who knows? On their side, let's first go with the one that's like out front, okay? I'm falling in love with you, and you have no clue. So somebody's clearly, I mean, I was saying, oh yeah, no, they're totally upfront about it, but then in reading it, it's like, no, they're not. They're not. The things that they're keeping hidden, I think you're crazy. And I'm actually hearing Radiohead when I'm hearing this. I think I was channeling when I made my cards, and I actually remember listening to, I think it was Motion Picture Soundtrack. Is it Motion Picture Soundtrack where it's like that? I think you're crazy. And you won't get away with this, I promise. So you have somebody who might be a little bit of a stalker weirdo, or maybe there's a little bit of vengeful spirit here. Interesting. You won't get away with this, I promise. I think you're crazy, and I'm falling in love with you, and you have no clue. Do you have multiple energies kind of up in your face? I think you might. Okay. All right, let's get going. I already decided I was using Shadowscapes, so we're going to do it on your side over here, their side over there. Universe, down center. Let's go. Because I really want to get Leo's reading done too. And then I can start the general readings, which will probably be for July and August, because I have to move. I have to find a place to live. So I'm going to do something fun with it. Stay tuned. You'll see. Oh, there. Okay. Oh, no. Well, you can't have this many. No, I'm sorry. You can't. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hey, is that what you're really excited about? You're waiting on something that has to do with, like, a new adventure, striking out and doing something new that you haven't done before, or going after something that's unfamiliar, uncharted territory, or just breaking out and figuring out something that you hadn't figured out yet, or doing, starting a new venture. Adventure or venture, there's something there. Yeah. Twist for fairness for our Aquarian folks. And away we go. Current energy for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. They have the Hanged Man. So remember, you're impatient, right? You're impatient because you're sitting back and trying to gain perspective. And you kind of feel like you just, you're choosing to do this at this time. Choosing to do it. Of your own volition, yes, you are. But at the same time, by the same token, there is still restless energy here. Trying to gain perspective, I think. You're trying to examine something from all angles before you strike. Okay? On their side, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just gonna move my numbers. Good thing I didn't have to say all that crap at the beginning. Yeah, it's just the chair. Makes all kinds of noises. It's not going to do it because I said. The Sun in the upright in the Seven of Pentacles. Something is ripe for the picking for this individual. That's the energy that they're sitting in right now. They've cultivated something. And they're starting to see low-hanging fruit that might be ripe for the picking. Just right now, though. They might not necessarily be super sure that it's time. They're kind of waiting. They're like, okay, I planted my seeds. They're cultivating something, but the Sun is here, which shows that their wish is afoot. Do you know? And so there's a fresh optimism I'm hearing. The universe's energy. We have 3. Knight of Pentacles in the upright, urging everybody involved to take caution be cautious and take their time. 2 Pentacles in the reverse. Make a decision. And the world. Yeah, because there are cycles ending. Cycles are ending. Time to make a decision. Drop things that you've been juggling that may be bogging you down. Move slowly. Be deliberate in your decision making. There is no reason that you need to rush into anything, which is all about being responsible, of course. But I think this is the energy that is creating the favorable conditions for this person to kind of sit back and see what they have cultivated coming to life under the Sun, which is the energy that will be sitting in here not too long from now with the Leo cusp blooming, whereas with you, you're taking your time anyway. I think that you already are feeling this energy with trying to gain perspective on something, trying to examine all angles on something before you embark on a journey. You're restless, yes. I feel that. You're restless. But even though you're restless, at the same time, it's important, and you realize the importance of being strategic about your decisions and not just, going for broke after things without examining them and using careful forethought. Right? In your thoughts about this person during this time, all the way up until August, what do I got? 30 days out, I'm going to say. I know I said it, up until, just for the rest of July, but no. 9 of Swords. Sorry. 9 of Swords. This person might be creating some anxiety for you. Or you might be worried about them. There's some fear, some trepidation. It's interesting. I kind of get this feeling like you feel like you have to protect yourself as if the buzzards are circling. The vultures are circling. You know? A little bit of energy, like you feel like this person could be one of those circling vultures just waiting for, you know, like an opportunistic person, because I can't say opportunist the right way, apparently. But yeah, somebody who's opportunistic, I feel like, is just waiting for you to fail, or is just looking for you to drop something, but there's something about them that you're kind of sitting in Nine of Swords energy about sleepless nights, nightmares. On their side, we have the Four of Pentacles. They're protecting something about themselves. They're not quite showing all their cards, and that might actually be why you have that feeling about them. But they have a lot of protective energy when it comes to you. They're hoarding something. They might be hiding something about themselves, or just very protective over their peace, I'm hearing, or protective over their money. They might not want to share. They might not be generous of spirit or generous of monetary things, or they might be hiding something. They don't want to share openly. And because they don't want to share openly with you, that might be creating a little bit of doubt in your mind about their motives. Universe consciousness here. Okay. Strength. We are going into Leo season, I did say. Bravery. Courage to be vulnerable. Courage to tame the inner beast within, whether that be ego, whether that be animal instinct. Rage. There's a feeling here about attempting to put a damper on reactivity. You see? She's holding that line and she's like, yeah, nice kitty, don't worry, don't go off, chomping everybody's head off. Yeah, I'm also noticing the robins down here. Robins, to me, signify... Are those robins? They look like robins to me. It's fine. And, forgive me, I don't have my glasses on. And, yeah, my nails need to be done. It's Thursday. Nails are a Friday, Saturday thing. But strength here really means not being reactionary. And really, just like with your Hanged Man card there, sitting back, taking stock of what's happening, and making determined steps towards communicating with each other effectively, or making determinations about who this person is and what their motives are after sitting back, rather than reacting or making quick snap judgments. Something about snapdragons here. Lion's mane. What do you want to say to this person, Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. No, I don't know that you want to say anything to them. Nothing wants to jump. And because nothing wants to jump or flip, it kind of makes me feel like you don't really want to say anything to them. You want to avoid communicating with them? No, not good enough. It's going to be the game that we're just going to play all night, aren't we? We're going to do that. We're going to do it. We're going to do it every single time. God. Okay. The Fool. Risks. No risk, no reward. Is this a risk? And almost a feeling, nah, this is too risky. If we read down the vertical here with Hangman upright, Nine of Swords upright, Fool upright, it's almost like, you know what, I've been sitting back, I've been watching, I've been trying to make a really good, decision about how I feel about this connection. I've been up at night, I've been racking my brain. I have a real bad feeling about this. It's kind of gnawing at me. It's provoking anxiety within me, to be quite honest. And so, you know what? A little risky. Might just not, I feel like that's kind of like what you're sitting in. Or it could be the opposite. You could be, really mulling this over in your brain, and then you might be like, you know what? Do it. You know what I mean? But there's something that you want to communicate here about risk over reward, or risk versus reward, or the importance of risk and reward. Aries energy. There's something here also about the graciousness and grace that comes with hurling oneself into the great unknown. So even if you are telling this person that you're not willing to take the risk, there is a reminder inherent on this card for you, Aquarius, about not always having to be so bound to the intellectual side of things that you remain stagnant. Because there is graciousness and grace, I am hearing. Graciousness and grace in throwing yourself into the unknown and allowing the wind to take you where it may. Allow the wind to carry you. Is that a bunch of hot air? I don't know. I don't think so. I personally do not think so. Live Till You Die. Into the Fade by Queens of the Stone Age. Ain't gonna worry, right? On their side, Page of Wands in the reverse. So they've decided that they would no longer like to speak to you. Either that, or what it could be is that they might actually be asking you what's going on. They might be like, what's wrong? You don't seem that into me. Or they might be like, what's going on? You're not really communicating with me on the level of communication that I wish, with the passion and all the, but also this could be somebody who's attempting to keep their communication on a professional level, as opposed to a fiery, passionate level. They might be pissed off at you and attempting to, cool that. Or even if they're, thinking from a passionate standpoint, if we're talking romance, they could be attempting to remain austere, play it cool, like, yeah, man, that ain't me, There's also something here about the conveyance towards you that they aren't willing to learn, the lack of initiative to learn. They're not inspired to learn. Whether this has to do with you or it has to do with themselves, I don't know. I personally think it has to do with themselves, because how the hell can their motivation to do anything have to do with you, right? But I don't think that they're motivated to develop themselves, and they're saying that to you, like, yeah, I'm just not inspired. Huh? Like, I'm actually getting that. Yeah, I'm just not inspired. Check it. Look it. This is in the upright, somebody who's playing a musical instrument very passionately. Universe, message from the universe. Sorry. Message from the universe. What is a message for the from the universe? 2 cups in the reverse. A meeting in between the two of you is not favorable during this time. if you're both sitting in this energy. It is funny if you think about it. We do have on your side over here somebody who is sitting in fire energy of Aries, ready to strike out boldly and go where nobody has gone before. And then over here we have them in a Page of Wands. Yeah, you know, I'm just not feeling it today. You know what I mean? There's this, you know, this is you. Ain't gonna worry, you live till you die. You know what I mean? And then this person is like, yeah, maybe another time. Yeah, I'm totally getting that. And so because of that, you know, you guys can't, you can't do this thing here with, you know, the clink clink of the glasses there, and the oak and the cypress, you know. Or the, you know, anyway, whatever. Yeah, no. You see, cups are spilling their contents out. Hanged Man energy, it's in suspension. It's suspended animation between the two of you. This person's putting the stop on it, though. They're guarding their pentacles. They're guarding their pentacles. There's something that they might think that I mean, this could be a connection where you guys are like working together. Or this might be a connection where it's like an investor or something. You know, some of these love readings aren't necessarily always about a romantic relationship. Sometimes they're about other relationships, but this could be a relationship where you're like ready to, you're really gung-ho about going on this like new thing, and this person's already cultivated something that they have living under the sun, and they want to protect their pentacles. They see you kind of like in a different energy here where you're trying to do everything a certain way, but then they can detect your nervousness. Then they see you move into Fool energy, super like, yeah, like, let's dive off the cliff, the wind will catch me. And they're like, yeah, you know, on second thought, I think I'm just gonna pull that investment. You know, there's still something on your side though where you're like, you know, on second thought, I won't take that risk. I think I'm getting two different veins of people here. Either way, you're not on the same page, because you know that Two of Cups in the reverse. Outcome for you. Let's find it. Let's see. What's the outcome? Something about finding it, finding something. We have three that have come out. Judgment in the upright, Page of Cups in the upright, and I can't pick it up. The Four of Wands in the reverse. It's going to be a decision that's going to be made here. It's going to require you to examine something from an emotional standpoint. Could be an apology coming for creating doubt when it comes to a foundation. Sorry for my jacked up nails again. This person is bringing this hot soup, this elixir, as if to heal a rocked foundation of sorts after judgment has been brought upon them or a decision has been handed down. It's like a processional. You bringing something to somebody because something's happened in their house? The Trumpeter's call. Trumpeter's decree. Processional. A procession. Oh no. Bringing something to somebody. There's been an announcement. There's an announcement that's going to come. You'll be coming, offering Up sympathies, condolences, get wells to a home or a place that is it had its foundation rocked. I don't think this has to do with them. If it does, you might encounter this person there. You might learn of this through an announcement. Something that is kind of announced officially announced. On their side. King of Pentacles, they're standing in stable energy. Taurus energy. Stability. They don't seem to be budging much. They might not have anything to do with this. They're standing firm. Standing firm in their stance on something specific. What does the universe have to say about this? I don't want to talk about it anymore. Take a look at that for a sec. There's a masculine figure here. Taurus figure. Going to the house of a Taurus figure. That is now suspended in wood. Oh, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, the universe is communicating that there are endings and beginnings afoot. There is transformation happening. The circle indeed has completed itself. We begin where we end with this reading. We have the world up top. We have the death card at the bottom. There are beginnings and endings occurring between the two of you. This person is in a total professional track. You're sitting in suspended animation and gaining perspective, working through anxieties, nightmares, fears, sickbed energy even, risk-taking, rewards, understanding, the interplay of energy when you do decide to take a risk and what happens when you do branch out rather than staying stagnant. But at the end of the month here, we have an announcement that's coming, and it's seeing you come to a place that has had its foundation rocked with condolences. It's not going to fit for everybody. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, okay? It could just be that you're coming to cheer up a friend, or you're coming by somebody's place with an apology after you may have said something that could have potentially destroyed a friendship of yours, or, you know, you're having to go back to somewhere where a foundation with somebody had previously been shook. Healing something, you know? It's communication of that nature, right? But this person, there's a Taurus individual, can be masculine energy, doesn't have to be a man, but this is the house of a Taurus individual. This person is sitting in this energy, the end of July. There's something about the stability itself. The house itself. I see a cross here. I see the vapor from the bottom. But then this is all the same. Up top you have the world in the upright, and you have the death card at the bottom. The circle completes itself. Circles. All that I wanted are things I had before. All that I needed, I never needed more. All my questions, answers to my sins. All of my endings, waiting to begin. On the deck, Queen of Cups in the reverse, there is an invitation and a warning to follow your intuition. Stay in touch with your emotional side. Ensure that you are not living too much into your head space and not enough into your heart space when you are connecting with this individual. There is somebody who is going to put their hand on somebody's shoulder. Not like this, like this. They're going to, like somebody's shoulder's right here, they're going to put their hand on somebody's shoulder. But they're touching somebody's left shoulder. Somebody might touch somebody's, you might feel somebody touching your shoulder every once in a while. Like putting their hand on your shoulder, but there's nobody there. Whoa. Okay, alright. Anyway, that was not supposed to go that way. It's never supposed to go anyway. It just means that that's what you're supposed to hear. We're going to go with our Oracle cards, Shaman's Dream. I don't normally do Oracle cards, but you know, it is just a thing that I'm going to do. And look I'm even going to try and shuffle them. And if I destroy my hands like last time, where I couldn't type at my desk for like a whole day, then it's a thing, kids. It's not a card reading thing. I've had like carpal tunnel since I was like a stupid little like prep cook when I was like 14. It's fine. Aquarius. Yeah, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. It's the Lord's Prayer. Where's my shepherd? Somebody is going through something at the end of the month here. I think this is external to you. Three cards for Aquarius. I'm hearing Taurus. I almost said Taurus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. 1. Oops. 2. No, we're not doing that. I saw the letter. I saw a scroll here. Sorry. I saw that. I have to call it if I say it. 3. Okay, there we go. That was easy. Alright. Vanishing Mirror. Vanishing Mirror. Ego Sublimation. Oh, this is beautiful. 58 breaking down to a 13, breaking down to a 4. Well, now. Let's think about that for a second, shall we? How much of your day do you spend operating out of ego? How many of your decisions that you make are impacted by your ego? If you are in a position where you make decisions and your ego comes into play, you're no longer making decisions out of sound judgment or logic any longer. It's just not happening. There is a need to deconstruct yourself and to set aside your insecurities, your natterings, your fears, your scarcity, to truly be vulnerable, to strip away all that there is that is a self-protection mechanism to preserve a falsehood that you tell yourself. Because that is really what ego is. It's falsehoods that we tell ourselves so that we don't have to actually see ourselves for who we really are. There's a reason that it's showing a broken mirror there. And it's because when we look in the mirror, we see an image of ourselves. And did you know that what we see in the mirror is not necessarily what other people always see? When it's time for us to stop looking at ourselves a certain way and see ourselves for who we really are, so that we can then reproject that image out onto the world and have people also too see us for who we really are. As if it was any business in the first place what other people think of us. But again, it just comes back full circle that that is a part of the ego in and of itself, that we even care what other people think of us. Right? And they talk about, you know, making decisions and taking risks and gaining perspective and all of those other things. The fact of the matter is that how much, the big question is, how much of your ego are you willing to you know, cast aside to make the right decisions for the greater good, for your highest good, for the good of your community, for the good of your family, for the good of others, for the good of this planet. And if not, then what is it all for? Next up, what do we got? What do we got next? Skywriting. Ooh, the fates. 49 breaking down to a 13, breaking down to a 4. This is fucking cosmic, you guys. So we have here some runic symbols also. We'd like for you to jot those down, or at least jot down the one that you are most drawn to and look it up. And if you have an opportunity, I'd like you to read the story about the Mirai, or the 3 fates. They're the ones who weave the silver strands of string that connect the soul to the body. They're the ones who decide when they're going to snip the silver string so that the body and the soul are no longer connected. Oh, there's something here that I'm feeling about the stars. And that the answers are really in the stars. This is trippy, dude. The answers are in the stars. The answers are in the stars. And that there's something that we need to trust about how things unfold. That there's ancient wisdom in how things unfold that is greater than that is a grander design than even our own grand design. I think is also inherent here. That even our own grand design isn't of the grandest and highest and most supreme. That there are just some things, no matter how intellectual we are, no matter how spiritual we are, we still cannot explain, and that is important to respect and revere and accept. And look to the stars for guidance. And 57, breaking down to a 12. Thank God, breaking down to a 3, because if I got another 4, I was going to freak out. Unmarked trail, revelation. It is time for you to embark on a new path. And I think that once you hit the realization that embarking upon a new path is the only way to ever learn anything new and the only way to ever grow, then you will always remain stagnant in some way, shape, or form. There's something here about a realization that is going to come to you. I'm a little concerned that this is saying revelation. This is the end. This is the end. The doors. This is the end. This is the end. My only friend, the end. Morris, Jim, Jim's son, Morris's son, Jim's son, Morris, Morris's son, Jim. Pam, because Pamela Corson. There's something about the book of Bible Revelation, because we have the world here and we have the death card here. This is the last book of the Bible. Number 3. It breaks down to 3 here. I'm sorry guys, this is not supposed to be channeling. This is supposed to be actually about the message on the card, but I'm just not getting there. This is not even, this is supposed to be a relationship read. I'm so sorry, Aquarius. You're going to realize something that has to do with embarking on a new path here. It has to do with your destiny. And, you know, really, again, there is no growth if there is no change. There are, holy shit, there's no beginning, there is no end, there is only change. Holy fuck. The song's called Tightrope by Papa Roach. Progression backwards. Is this where we are heading? Take back your soul. Forget your emptiness. There is a thin line between what is good and what is evil. And I will tiptoe down that line, but I will feel unstable. My life is a circus and I am tripping down that tightrope. There's nothing to say here now. I'll fall into the ground. Okay. Alright, guys. Heart space, throat space. We have here. Fuck. This was not where it's supposed to go. I'm sorry. But you know what I do? Is I can't not, if it's going to go here, that's what we're going to do with it. And I'm going to do that. Sorry. Numbers of significance for both of you in this connection. I feel like you guys are both, you guys are both dealing with somebody who's passed. Or your bond has to do with somebody who has already passed. Or you're going to be encountering somebody who is passing on. And it's going to challenge something within you. It's going to challenge something within this person. Two fours. We got 4, 4, 5, 9. Okay. All right. Sorry, Aquarius. I didn't mean for this to totally go off the rails, but apparently it wanted to. And I'm not gonna, you know, edit how this all works just because of what it's supposed to be. So in any event, thank you so much for watching. I really, really hope that you're well. Please do check out your moon sign and your, yeah, sorry, this is totally needs to be replaced. And your Venus sign for additional messages. Be safe, be well. Take risks with grace and graciousness. Bye. Oh yeah, this part to show you all the things. Yeah, here, wait. Your bottom of your deck there. Yeah. Love it. All of that out of just that, right? I know, it's crazy.